Andy, I never paid you any attention until tonight. I guess my good friend Lee Daniels actually knew that nobody was paying any attention to Andy, so I guess he said he'd give him some shine, honey.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Star, Season 2, Episode 14. As I said, we never paid Andy really any attention. I was just like, oh, that's a little ugly little boy that looks like Sammy Davis Jr. And that's just all I ever really... I knew he was a snake. Like, we've seen his character. He bobs and weaves, and he kind of maneuvers his way around. He has his little internship there at the record company, and he's a snake. And he just wasn't my thing. I don't really care for him. Now, we like Angel, because Angel's cute, and Angel's very likable. Unfortunately, he's stuck with Andy. Andy can sing. Now, we'll give him that. He can sing. But anyway, what we found out in this episode is that he basically is adopted. He's an adopted child. He was adopted by a set of rich Caucasian parents. And they are not very happy with his choices as far as what he decided to move forward. They want him in college, and that's that. The fact that he has his internship, the foster father was like, I'm not really down with this shit, but you're trying to do something, so we'll still support you with that as long as you have that internship. Well, throughout the program, we'll see where it got a little tumultuous about the internship and his little snaky ways. But anyway, just know that his parents are really not behind him and don't really believe in his craft. Though he is real talented, and his little ugly butt does look like Sammy Davis Jr. So, and then he did this little dance. You know how we do our little musical breaks? A mess. A mess. They even had him in a little Sammy Davis Jr. outfit with the ugly boots. I said, child, if y'all don't get her out of here, honey. A mess. Anyway, moving on. So then we get a new character. Her name is Natalie Knight. Natalie is a manipulative slut, for lack of better words. She used to mess around with Maurice. She's Maurice's ex. And she's going to help with the promotion and all of this kind of thing, okay, for the tour and all of this. So they decided they were going to try to go down here to Tallahassee to win over a college campus and those college children down there, because that's numbers. That's definitely numbers for these groups, and they are in that age range. So she's the one that's really going to help to move this along. But then I'm like, okay. And as soon as she met Carlotta, she peeped Carlotta's whole game, like her card right from the door. She realized that Carlotta and, Maurice, said she fell on Maurice's stick, child. Oh, it's going to be a problem. So Carlotta came at her. They just butted heads right away because there's this whole thing about the pay for them going down to this college. Noah's the one that really brought it up. Noah's like, I need money to be. I'm not just trying to be going down to no college for a couple of days just to be down there. I'm gonna need like $3,000, to be doing this because I got things to do. I got studio time to pay for it and all this other little stuff. I need paid. I ain't trying to just be down here just twirling around at the college. People know who I am. They don't know who Take 3 is. They don't know who Andy and Angel is, but they know who I am. So when Carlotta approached her about it, she was trying to do Carlotta, you know what I mean? And then had her to tell Carlotta, bringing up his name, talking about Maurice, it's not going to help you with me. And they kind of go, there was like a little subliminal thing that went back and forth. And then she told me, she said, he's good though, ain't he? I said, oh. So Carlotta then peeped right away. I'm sitting around on some recycled dick here. I said, absolutely. Again, see, she's a slut and she's manipulative. And that Maurice, I done already told y'all, I don't trust Maurice no further than I can see him. I really don't. I really get the feeling, I think Maurice likes Star better than he likes Carlotta. But y'all just hold on to that. But remember I said that. And y'all remember that I said that. I think Maurice likes Star more than he likes Carlotta. But anyway. Okay, so I started getting life off of Miss Ruby last week. Now, Miss Ruby has always gotten on my nerves. The whole time this program has been on, I think Miss Ruby is just out of order. Bitch is just out of order. She's an old, crotchety, out of order black bitch. But I'm getting life off of Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby rolled in there today on Derek and a little therapist. And she told her, what is really going on? What is really going on with you and the Mexican? She's not Mexican. She's Cuban. Whatever. I pay in the Mexican to teach you to walk, not to teach you how to get busy. And all right, Miss Ruby. You know Miss Ruby's a fan of Alex. So she and Derek, Derek is a spoiled brat. Now he knows Ruby's out of order. She bitch be out of order. But Derek is a brat. And he has a way of talking to his grandmother. It's not real nice all the time. But he told her, you ain't never act like this when Alex was here. She wasn't Mexican, honey. And neither is this bitch. But whatever. So Miss Ruby just been cutting a fool. Later on in the program, we end up Derek and Miss Ruby get into a little spat, and he tells her, I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm about sick of this. I'm gonna get on up out of here as soon as I can. I'm gonna get on up out of here. I'm leaving. I said, okay. And then a little bit after that, she ends up getting this telephone call. And you hear her tell the people, she's like, yeah, this is his grandmother, this, that, and the other. He's in there with the Mexican girl. He's in there kissing and carrying on and hugging. And she'd have seen him actually walking, like being able to get up and walk. And here, I think she was kind of softening a little bit when she seen him actually get up and was moving with the walker. And then the phone call came through, baby. And the phone call, they was over there to talk about a settlement and talk about the check. And then she's like, what? And how much is this check, honey? And then you see Miss Ruby ease her ass around the side of the wall. I said, okay, so this is there's two things that came to mind. This settlement check. I didn't like the fact that it seems as though Derek has already begun like handling his business. And he knew that there was a settlement because the check is already distributed, obviously. So he already knows he has money coming. And as Derek, are you planning on just like getting out on your grandmother and just like fuck her now because you're getting ready to get this lump sum of money? Because, folks will do shit like that. And that's not right. It's not right. Because Miss Ruby been putting all her shit out there trying to get him things. And remember when they had the whole conversation about how she's going to pay for the therapist and that. And she's like, don't worry about it. If they can get you to walk, I'm going to make a way to pay. Because that's what grandparents do. That's what they did. She's already outside of what her realm of what she needs to be doing because of the fact that she raised your ass. She is your grandmother. She's not your mother. She is your grandmother. Your mother and father, for whatever reason, his daddy, I think her daddy's dead or whatever, the mama was a junkie or whatever. But Miss Ruby ended up raising you, which is not anything she had to do because she could have just, and especially when it's so weird in the black community, but there's a difference when it's the son's kids as opposed to one of your daughter's kids, because people are more apt to go ahead and take their daughter's children. A lot of times the father's people be like, child, whatever, they just go in the system. and they don't get, there's the attachment is different. It's not, it ain't right, but it is what it is. So on that, it just kind of shows Miss Ruby's character and who she is and where she's gone. So if this is what's going on, like you got this whole plan that you're going to leave your grandmother, you're not going to worry about her no more because now you're set. I don't like that. I got a problem with that. So that's one thing. So I'll be keeping my eye and my ear open about that. The second thing is, good old therapist girl, is she really attracted to you and really does like you? Or does she really like the BBC and the money even makes it sweeter? Because he is cute now. Now he's a cute little baby. He's cute. But is she hanging around for the payday and the BBC? Or does she actually really like you? What's she giving? So that's another thing. I don't know. Because Derek, you know, though we felt there was a period of time where we really felt sorry for Derek. You kind of mean, you know, you always was kind of mean, but you got this little mean thing, and you just kind of, I don't know what you're doing right here, Derek. I don't know, but I got my goddamn good eye on you with your bad feet, honey. I got my goddamn good eye on you, Derek, bastard. So we'll talk about that later. All right, so let's go. Cassie. Cassie's still hanging around, okay? So Cassie's hanging around. Cassie is extra. Cassie done got some type of deal going where she got these pills that she's trying to sell, or she's trying to get somebody to help her move them, okay? So she approached Miss Bruce, and Miss Bruce was like, girl, I ain't really trying to do all that. I ain't trying to get into that. I just got back in Carlotta's good graces from the butt shot shit where I got everything all fucked up with that. So I'm not really trying to mess with you, Cassie, and you ain't right. And then Cassie's actually trying to because I think they said like $200,000. Was it 200,000? I think it was $200,000 worth of shit. But she's hiding it from her mama. Now, y'all know old gun-toting Patty, honey, y'all, that's another whole issue. So anybody that want to play around with Cassie is fine, because Patty may not shoot Cassie because she's hers, but you being involved, she might pop your ass, and she might pop Cassie. But then about 200 G's, she might pop Cassie too. But whatever. So I'm like, I don't know about that. So she's doing it. She approached Bruce. Miss Bruce was like, but it looked like she was, you know, you can see her wheels spinning with her bad weave. I said, okay, girl. And then Miss Bruce had the nerve to make a mistake and spill the tea about Cotton and the baby situation. And Cassie was like, what do you mean? We got family out there, so of course, anything, now that's one thing that I do love about them. Anything that has to do with Cotton, they are going to love and deal with, as far as the grandmother and Cassie. You know, Carlotta is learning. She's moving in a direction where it's like, this is my child and it is what it is. But from the door, Cassie and the grandma are like, Cotton is ours. Child, him, shim, he, she, fuck it, it's ours. It don't make no difference. So Cassie was like, you mean we got family out there? Who's this bitch? Oh, she don't want you to see the baby? I'll go and pull that bitch's face off. Who is this bitch? So it was that whole kind of thing. I'm gonna call her Amaya. Cotton, like, basically cussed Bruce out and was like, you talking ass bitch. You know what I mean? Anyway, I asked you. So anyway, Cassie had told me, she gonna say, look, stop acting like a little bitch and man up, right? But she wasn't trying to be homophobic or anything like that. She just talking that street shit, and Cotton like looking at her eyes walked away, and Bruce was like, really, bitch? Man up? Really, bitch? Cassie like, oh shit. Now, I did get a kick out of that, because that was genuine and it was funny. It was funny. She didn't mean nothing bad. She's this old street ass whore. So I just kind of laughed at that. That was funny. They're funny. That dynamic of Amaya Amaya, Brandy, and that damn Miss Lawrence, that right there is television gold. That is funny as hell. But anyway, so we got all that going on. And then we see where Cotton actually sits down with the baby's mom. The baby's mom was trying it. Now, she was kind of trying it there for a minute, but you could tell she still has a lot of feelings for Arnold. And she was saying, I almost forgot how funny you were, and this, that, thing, the other. And after they started talking, things seemed to kind of get smooth. She was like, he's looking for his dad. He wants to meet his dad, not whatever you are. That's how she was kind of coming in. It was like, okay, bitch, now. And God was giving, girl, wait a minute now, honey, don't come in here with this old bullshit, bitch. So, they went through that, and it was nice to see they transitioned into some understanding. Of course, they depict it real fast because things don't generally happen that fast, but it was cool. And then, the mother, her guard came down. She said, you want to see a picture? She looked at him. She's like, he's beautiful. Charlie looked like her. Had a little big head. I said, look at him. So we got all that. And then in the midst of them having their talk, Hail and Carlotta had walked in. And they're like, it's me and your dad's here. What do you want, Cotton? And she's like, well, meet the mother of your grandson, baby. They was both giving who, what, bitch, where? So I was like, oh, it's going to be interesting to see where that goes. So we got that going on. So let's go down to the college. They're down there at the college. First things first, when they come in, of course, it's like all this excitement and, you're getting the whole HBCU feel and all of that, and all of that's good. And it's like cool. And then we see like a sorority group, and they're stepping, and it's all the pretty brown girls, baby, with the hair slinging, and the girls with the short hair, all the colors and all the hues and all of that. And they are getting down. So, there's always a feeling of pride when you see that. And I didn't actually attend an HBCU, but I know what it's all about. And it just, there is, whenever you see them, because I'm very much not a part of their world, but there is still, I am a Black person, and there is a sense of pride whenever you see them, whenever you see the fraternities and they are all together, collective, doing what they do, whenever you see the sororities and they're all collective and they're doing what they do, there is a sense of Black pride that is attached, even if you are not part of that whole Greek life. There's just a sense of pride that goes along with that. I ain't got to explain. It just is what it is, child. Okay. Anyway, so all of that was cool, and they were getting down. So Star, naturally, Star is the blackest white girl that we've ever met on television, and she was like, oh, these bitches is bad. And then she's like picking out the ones. She's like, yeah, bitch. So I knew then, I said, they're going to end up doing something with them. Somewhere in here, Lee's going to work it in, and I was like, yeah, I'm for it. So it's like, cool. So they go on, and they're going to do like this showcase. All right, so there's more stuff going on. We got the groupies, and we got Noah, which is always just a bad Noah and girls and Noah and drinks is just an issue. Just like goddamn Simone and drugs issue and Hail. Anyway, so they get to going back and forth, and there's this one particular girl. This bitch is she's a cute little thing, and she just kind of slutty, and she just all over Noah, baby. And Alex is not here for it at all. And I'm like, Alex, you need to chill. See, because now it's karma is biting Alex in the ass. Because remember, when you were out there and you were the fresh meat, and then Derek just had to understand that this is your job and this is what you do, and he just has to understand. And now you're going through the same thing with Noah. Well, bitch, shut up and sit over there and just understand. But she wasn't accepting that too good. She told that girl, honey, you can back up. You can back up, show girl. And funny thing is, being a Star to fuck Noah too, but Star's like, yeah, bitch, back up, because they just, they've squashed their beef. And Star ain't thinking about Noah because she got the pretty little white boy that's there now. And he actually followed up. Maurice hired him went back to the bar and got him and hired him because they needed some roadies. So everybody's there. Hey, the gang's all here. So they moved past it that day. And of course, Alex, you got Simone too. And Simone's like, yeah, bitch, get out of here, whore. That old thing. So they kind of dealt with that a little bit. And then there was another situation after the little showcase. Because the first part of the showcase was going on. And Andy and Star got into it. And Star was basically Andy's telling Star about, because he's always ragging Star about how black actor she is. And she decided to not go for his shit and basically got to tell him how non-black his ass is. So they keep going back and forth with that. And I was like, wow, Andy, he really went for Star. They were in this one meeting earlier on. And that damn Andy told Star, you done screwed enough black guys that you should know everything about HBCU and every other type of thing that has to do with black, as much black dick as you done had in you. I was like, oh. So I knew she was going to get his ass. But anyway, so Take 3 is performing. And of course it's this, because every time they go to a showcase or something, they're basically putting Andy and Angel against Noah, against Take 3, instead of them coming as a collective. That I don't understand, but whatever. They say a little friendly competition, but it's not friendly. It's kind of messy, and you're causing contention amongst your artists, and they're like your 3 lead artists. I don't get it, but whatever. So they got all this going on. Andy actually tips off the sound guy, and the sound guy messes up Take 3's performance. It ends up getting them booed off stage because the mics and shit went out. It's like, okay. And they were jamming. Their little part, they was jamming right before they got started. They were remaking a Keith Sweat song. Messed them up. I said, okay. Messed them up. Star's little boyfriend's like, yeah, I seen Andy, and Andy was over there. And then Star see Andy, he over there with that old crooked ass Sammy Davis Jr. smile. Maybe she took her little knife and went on out there and slashed his tires, and they had this whole big blow up. It was a whole mess. After that, they got it all hooked up. Noah got it hooked up. And Noah. And got the kid the very next day. The kids was all gathered back again, and Take 3 performed their song again. They did it a cappella with the sorority behind them and killed it. Turned it out. I said, you know what? I knew it. It was good. It was really, really good. Yeah, it was good. So after that, they go back and they end up, and of course the kids were like, yeah, bitch, that's Take 3, yeah. And Noah Brooks, yeah. So then we're just like Andy and Angel, like, oh, okay, y'all. That's cute. And when they had the big fallout, shit. Andy and Star are going at it, and she's going to cut him too. She's going to cut his ass too. And Angel was like, yo, get out of here. And Simone said to Angel, are you going to take up for him every time he does something wrong? And Angel said to Simone, are you going to take up for your sister every time she acts like a bitch? And she told him, listen, let me tell you something, honey. You got no more times to call my goddamn sister a bitch. And told him, if you can't get that together, you and I are going to have a problem. It's going to be you and I, me and you, motherfucker. I was like, all right. You're damn Simone. And, and Angel likes him some Simone, honey. So he was like, Andy, bitch, you on your own. So they got that whole thing together. Then they go and they have a meeting with Maurice. And goddamn Maurice. Maurice kicks Andy off of his internship. He canceled his internship. So you almost ruined our whole situation. Your internship is over. At this point, he's like, no, you can't do this, this, that, and the other. My parents are going to cut me off, this, that, and the other. He's like, hey, your problem, you should be happy that I don't actually let you go altogether from the tour and everything. And as an artist, you almost ruined our whole situation with that bullshit. So I was like, yeah, this is true. So that's that. So now he got to figure out a way to get some money because he's like, I don't want to go to my parents for anything. I just don't. And he tried to apologize to Simone. Simone's like, get out of my face, child. So next thing we know, we see Andy go take up with Miss Cassie. Because first he wasn't going to pay. Cassie had said something to him, was like, oh, we got a cute, honey. And I was like, damn, Cassie, really? Because she actually was trying for Maurice first. And Carlotta was like, bitch, I'll stomp you out, honey. And then she's like, I said, girl, you really slumming. You want Sammy Davis Jr.? Okay, girl, whatever. But anyway, he went over there and sang a little something to her, honey. And I said, she gonna say, boy, get in this car, honey. So I think she might have gave him some booty and some drugs to sell. So I said, okay, here we go. So that's gonna be an issue. I can see it coming. Speaking of drugs to sell, Carlotta and Hayo was having a little tiff about their groups going at it. And he ended up having this pain. And she gonna say, you on that goddamn shit again? He gonna say, no, it's no drugs. It's my heart. And he's like, I ain't tell Cotton, I ain't tell Star, and I ain't told nobody nothing. So just keep it to yourself, Lottie. And she like, okay. Child, but he assured her that that his little ding dong is still working, that she can get it anytime she wants. And I said, I told y'all, see, I said last week, didn't I? That Carlotta got a old hot puss too, honey, and she needs to sit down. She went on and about her business. But you know when Maurice get that making her mad, when she figure out Maurice's bullshit, you know she gonna go jump back on top of Hayo's dick, because that's what she does. Hot pussy Carlotta. Anyway, moving on. So, there was this other little thing, I don't want to miss this, where boy, I done talked a long time on here. Okay, 26 minutes, whatever. Okay, come on. We almost done. So there was a lot that was going on in this episode. It was good. When they did their other piece of their showcase that Noah helped set up, that little hot girl ran up on Noah again, and this time Alice was like, okay, that's it. She was like, stop it. She went down there and told her, we not doing this. Like, girl, you need to back off. Because she was like really grinding all up on his little stuff. I said, oh my. So she rolled down and the girl gonna say, you need to stop being a bitch. She gonna say, and you need to stop being a little bitch. I was like, oh, Alex, okay. So then, Star and goddamn Simone eased in, child, and Star took something and threw it and hit the girl in her. Star always fine. She took something and bashed that bitch in her head. She said, I should shoot you, so whatever, bitch. She clocked the shit out of her. I said, okay. So, just a whole mess. And of course, that goddamn Maurice told her about, like, hitting people shit, bitch. So she's like, when he was talking to Angel, he had Angel and Star in here. He told Angel, you knew better than to go messing with Star. You know she's mentally unstable. And Star was like, what? I am not mentally unstable. He said, okay, you just fight when you get angry. Bitch, call it whatever you want, bitch, crazy as hell. I said, oh, God. Then he gonna tell her, be careful out there. That's why I said, He's a little too vested in Star. I think Maurice want to slide a little bit too Star. But whatever, because he's a hot dick, too. Last thing we're going to talk about. Natalie approaches Maurice because she actually, got in this thing and she tried to go back and forth with Carlotta again. Carlotta was like, bitch, I don't care nothing about him and that dick and what you talk about. My main focus is my girls. My bottom line is green. I don't give a fuck about what you and him used to do, bitch. Get out of my face with that bullshit. So I sensed right away, because at first Natalie seen Carlotta. Carlotta's a fat, older bitch. She wasn't worried about her because Natalie's cute and young and fresh. But that old puss got him telling you, oh, I'm with somebody. He told her, I'm with somebody. And that bitch was feeling threatened, baby, as she started dangling carrots. She rolled up to him and told him, I can get you everything that you want for Midtown and for this tour. if you're willing to play. And next thing you know, honey, she done roll her hand down his chest and then grabbed the meat. I said, oh, bitch. Hey, Carlotta, I think you might need to bust Natalie and crack her in her nose. We're going to see. But that's it. I've talked long enough, way too long. This episode of Star was good. We only got 2 episodes left, and that's it. There's only 16 episodes in this season. So 2 more episodes. I'm like, damn, it's just getting good. But anyway, all right, you guys, I'm done. I will talk to you guys later. See ya.